prior to founding Peerless, in 2016, when I was 21, I had just gotten my first HTC Vive. Once I got into that, I was already obsessed with technology, but VR as a technology became super eye-opening. I saw a lot of opportunities with it, and it was just truly mind-blowing. I had a family member in law enforcement. They tipped us off into looking into how that could benefit their training. And I promise I'm going to answer your question. But upon further digging into law enforcement training simulators, we realized just how dated the technology was. Not only had simulator technology not been innovated on in over 20 years, realistically, all things considered, but the methodology of how the simulators actually train people was insanely limiting with that video-based content, with it being so static, so on rails. So while people were blown away by VR, I mean, just mind blown. Every person I put in a headset was floored that this thing even existed. They were more, as they tried it out and got more familiar with it, they were more blown away about what the technology enabled them to do on the interaction side. And I think it's a small facet, but a big piece as well of why VR is so powerful. To give you a little bit more insight on that and a little bit more backstory to get to the Peerless part, we realized, moving to virtual reality was absolutely a necessity. And it was a necessary step for training simply due to immersion and interaction aspects of the tech. But what it allowed us to do is encompass a larger, drastically wider scope of variables when it comes to decision making. And that goes obviously in any kind of enterprise VR context. We can put them in a hyper-immersive experience, and with it being software-based, you just kind of being there. It's always the way I describe virtual reality to people. It just adds so many more things to it that you can do.